in this video I want to make it kind of fairly quickly, just a general idea how you can control saturation. Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos when I talk about scopes, DaVinci Resolve added basically this new scope and it shows you color space. I'm going to show you the link above in a little card so you can see and find out more about scopes. I'm giving more detailed information. Anyways, basically what it does, it shows you the saturation. We also have vector scope to kind of monitor and basically sort of reassure ourselves that yes, saturation kind of go a little bit above. But in this video I'm going to make very quickly what you can do to control it. Now, you can do either per shot or you can do it generally as the entire node. And for example, as you know, this is your regular node structure. But if you want to do for the entire timeline, click over here on the little second dot and Control S, you can create another node, and basically everything under that node gonna be affected. So this is a Slim Jim commercial that I color graded a little while ago. It's actually a pretty funny commercial. And in the default state, saturation is a little bit higher than you want to be, a little bit outside the legal values. Here's our shot, and it's a little bit oversaturated. And in general, it's already been color graded, but I kind of want to show you how it works. So let's create a new node, okay? And we're gonna call this saturation. And as we can see over here, we're kind of going outside Rec 709 because we're working on a Rec 709. And to double check, we can switch to vector scope, and we see we kind of going a little bit above. And how to make sure, the rule of the thumb, if you're gonna basically do a line, kind of line like this, like that, straight line between all of them, this is your legal sort of parameters that you want to be. Again, there's too many variables, but this is general kind of little, you know, cheat, if you want to call it like that, to kind of stay within legal limits. Anyway, so we a little bit oversaturated, and I'm gonna fix that. So let's go to Open Effects, and we have gamut mapping. Okay, so let's drop it over here, and basically we have gamma rec 709. Now, whatever your timeline is, make sure that you either have that selected or you have use timeline. So our timeline rec 709 obviously, and basically under gamut method over here, we're gonna do saturation compression. So we're gonna click here, and all of a sudden you can see right away saturation being brought down. Now, of course, you don't have to be too hardcore with it. You can play around with blending and pretty much push it a little bit more, or you can do saturation maximum and adjust your saturation this way. And if I'm gonna go to the vector scope, we can see how this being affected. And the cool thing about it, it's only affecting the parts that overly saturated. Now, of course, there's other ways you can do it. For example, like hue versus saturation, and you can affect, you know, certain part of it. But in general, this is a very quick and good way of doing it. Let me show it again. So we have very saturated shot over here. I'm gonna do new node, gamut mapping, just like that. Okay, let's do use timeline and saturation compression. Okay, and right away we can see before and after. Let me do full screen, before and after. And that's about it for this video. On the weekend, I'm gonna upload a little funny video. This is actually the very first thing that I've shot, and some people have been asking me about it. So just for laughs and giggles, I'm gonna expose myself what I've shot. My very first projects 10 years ago. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.